Hey guys, Bruno back here with another F1 preview for Warehouse. This time we're going to Italy, the great Monza, Autodromo de Monza. It's a fantastic track, very iconic, really cool. As always, a temple of speed to see Formula One cars reaching insanely high amount of speeds. I think it's like 340 kilometers an hour. It's crazy. I'm really looking forward to it. So let's go ahead and dive in. This is a track that it's kind of straightforward because, chicanes, heavy braking zones, but it is very technical in some ways, and it's just all about carrying as much speed as you can. You see teams running with very low wing to maximize their straight line speed, so it can kind of bite a driver at the end of the day. So it's going to be really cool to see who reigns supreme depending on drag, the amount of drag that they're running, who has the most top speed at the end of the day. So we're going to go ahead and walk you guys through a lap of Monza. Again, tempo of speed. It's a lot of straightaways, a couple of tricky corners here and there. So as we come across the front straightaway, there's going to be a DRS zone, so a lot of passing opportunities down into turn one. As we head into turn one, you see the pit exit on the side there. Heavy braking at about the 150 board. Get the car slowed down as much as possible, a little bit of track to use on the outside, and then you want to get a little bit of the tire up on the curb. The second curb you got to be careful because there is a big sausage that you want to avoid. It will unsettle the car. Using as much of the exit as you can, being careful not to dip a tire, but it's going to be very tight through there. Watch out for some accidents, but heavy braking zone, trying to get the car slowed down as quick as possible. Come into the second chicane now. Same thing. It's a little bit quicker than the first chicane though, and you can use a lot more of the first curb. You'll see a couple of the cars kind of rising up on the first curb. Got to be careful with the second one as well. But the big one on this one is the exit. You see a lot of cars dropping tires, and you could get punctures from that. So it's a tricky one to look out for. Into the Lesmos, this sequence of corners is very interesting to see. The track kind of dives down a little bit, so you can use a little bit of banking and come straight back up, levels out. We go into the second Lesmo, same thing. It dives down a little bit. You kind of use that banking to your advantage. Just touch that apex and then straight back out. Back on power as early and confidently as possible so you can maximize your run. There is a DRS zone here as well as we go under the old oval around Monza. So take a look out. Might see some passing opportunities into Ascari, which is a little bit tricky, but Ascari coming up. Very quick sequence of corners. You can use a little bit of the first curb. You want to be kind of middle of the track on the exit so that you're open enough for the following right to left sequence. So you can try to keep on the throttle as much as possible. If you go out too wide on the beginning of Ascari, it makes the second part a little bit too tight when you're turning to the right, and you'll have to kind of lift, and it ruins your run out of Ascari. And again, Monza is all about the runs, all about the straight line speed. Coming into Parabolica, one of the more iconic corners in the world of motorsports as well. Quickly braking, lots of trail braking to get the car down and carrying as much speed as possible. And then as soon as you touch the apex, you immediately open up and just get out as wide as possible to use as much of the track on the exit. And just as you open up the wheel, maximizing straight line speed as well. Because again, not to say it over and over, but Monza is all about that straight line speed. So that's a explained lap. We're going to go ahead and jump into a hot lap now around Monza. So I hope you guys enjoy the tempo of speed. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that hot lap around Monza. Going into predictions, I'm not 100% sure because if you remember last year, the results were so all over the place. Pierre Gasly won, which was crazy to think. Carlos Sainz finished second. Lance Stroll was third. So I can't even use last year as a reference for this year. But I'm going to go ahead and say I think Mercedes might reign supreme here. I'm not sure. Max is on a roll, but I think Mercedes will reign supreme with Hamilton taking the win. P2 will be a strong fighting Max Verstappen. In P3, Charles Leclerc. Am I crazy to say that? I don't know. I think the Ferrari will have that strength within them that they want to perform well in front of a home crowd at their home GP. So, and I think because, Leclerc won in 2019, hopefully he has some good pace. It will be awesome to see a Ferrari running well, especially Charles, because I love him. I think he's an awesome guy. It'll be pretty interesting to see. I might be way off on my predictions. Who knows? But that's what I'm going to go for the Italian Grand Prix. Really looking forward to it. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Hopefully this video guide was helpful for you. And Monza is one of those tracks that's very dear and near to all of our hearts in the motorsports world. So hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll see you in the next one.